Well, welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the price of Bitcoin and other very interesting news in the cryptocurrency space as well as what's going on in the economy. I have a very important update for you today when it comes to Celsius, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. So just in, Coinbase CEO says the exchange has a good relationship with the SEC. Breaking: retail clawbacks might be enforced for every Celsian who withdrew more than $100,000 in the last 90 days before the pause. So we know that this is good in terms of when it comes to the top dogs over at Celsius that withdrew millions and millions of dollars within just months leading up to the to Celsius completely shutting down. This is also, though, unfortunate to people that just withdrew in the last 90 days. It's frustrating because there were people that had insider information, and this is good. I think the clawbacks are good for the people that had the information and took that insider information to withdraw from Celsius. But for the people that were just withdrawing for reasons of maybe getting their funds off of the exchange or whatever it may be, it's a really unfortunate situation. I feel like they should really be going after, in my opinion, I would say that 80% of probably what was withdrawn, well, I wouldn't say 80%, but the majority of the people that withdrew large amounts of money, probably the 90 days leading up, were a lot of people that knew insider information and behind the scenes. If you do not have the funds to give back money that you withdrew within the 90 days, I'm not exactly sure of what exactly would happen. So for example, it says, all avoidance actions for withdrawals by account holders that are not insiders, UCC stipulation defendants, or other excluded parties in the 90-day prior to the petition date valued at or below $100,000 in the aggregate valued at the time of such withdrawals shall be released if the applicable withdrawing party votes in favor of the plan and agrees to release the other released parties. So it looks like after reading that there could be good news for people that did not withdraw based off of insider information. Let's see, whales are not buying Bitcoin. They are actually selling Bitcoin at this time. So these are addresses with the balance of greater than 1,000 BTC. You could see here number of addresses from 2,000 to 2,300. And this right here is the Bitcoin price. And then you could see here, the yellow is the addresses with greater than 1,000 BTC. And you could see that November 2022, it was up in the, about 21, just over 2,100 accounts, and now we are approaching 2,000. So a bit of a difference there. There has definitely been a decline. I wouldn't say a dramatic decline, but somewhat of a noteworthy decline of whales when it comes to selling off their Bitcoin. You could also look at it as a measure of people that have investments and all other investments, whether it's stocks, potentially real estate, depending on where you live. People could be selling off to cover potentially other loans that they have with other investments. So just something to take into consideration there. Justin, Coinbase CEO says the exchange delisted Binance stablecoin BUSD due to liquidity concerns. This right here is a great video right here. This shows Bitcoin as a store of value compared to the S&P 500, US real estate, gold, the dollar, the Nigerian money, Turkish, Argentinian as well. You can see here Bitcoin holding decently stable while all of these other store of values declined significantly since 2017. So we also have this update from Celsius that was updated 2 hours ago. We have been working collaboratively with the UCC, NovaWolf, and all key stakeholders on a plan that maximizes value and offers greater recovery optionality for customers. Late yesterday, we reached a significant milestone in our cases as we filed our plan sponsor agreement, PSA. The PSA and its exhibits include additional details on our proposed path forward with NovaWolf Digital Management. Holders of allowed earned claims have the option to indicate preference to modify their default distribution to either receive a greater amount of liquid crypto or receive additional equity share tokens which will represent 100% of the common equity interest in NewCo. You can find more information on the PSE and plan terms sheet here. I have not gone into detail on this plan's term sheet, but if you want to, that is something you may want to check out on your own. I might cover that in a future video, but I'm not exactly sure yet. And amongst all the chaos, can we just take a moment to appreciate this beautiful photo of Italy? Oh, that water looks so good. Back in 2019, I did a 1 week long sailing trip in Sardinia, which is an Italian island, and we sailed from Olbia up to Corsica, which is a French island just above Sardinia. Unbelievably beautiful, and that water just brings me back. So clear, so good. Just in, XRP surpasses 4.6 million total wallet addresses. Rent is cheaper than it was 6 months ago. That hasn't been the case in the last 5 years. Breaking. General Motors will lay off 500 corporate employees. 1 week from today, this is a post from Grayscale. 1 week from today, we make the case for why GBTC should be allowed to convert to a spot Bitcoin ETF in the DC Court of Appeals. We're scheduled as of the second of 2 cases that morning, so exact timing may vary, but we could begin as early as 10 a.m. That's very exciting, so something to look forward to here. And that is 1 week from yesterday, so Tuesday, next Tuesday. Grayscale is suing the SEC for the right to convert GBTC to an ETF. If they win, it will open the floodgates to a massive wall of institutional money. That is true. That will definitely change the dynamic. I believe that will be bullish news if it's ruled in Grayscale's favor. Credit card debt is up 15% over the last year and 7% over the last quarter. High rates and inflation are to blame, according to the New York Fed. Worst part, rates are still rising and inflation just increased for the first time since October of 2022. Before we go on to the price of Bitcoin, I quickly want to mention iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital is a great way for you to buy Bitcoin now, be able to withdraw Bitcoin when you're 59.5 and pay 0 on any capital gains. So any increase in price on Bitcoin, you can also trade within your iTrust Capital account if you have a Roth IRA with no tax obligation, which is amazing. You could buy other cryptocurrencies. You could also buy precious metals. You can roll over an existing retirement plan that you have. What's great about iTrust Capital is that you only need $1,000 to get started, which you may already have in an existing retirement plan account, and you can get $100 in free Bitcoin when you sign up down below with my link. On to the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at $23,670. So obviously we have seen Bitcoin in this range here for some time now, in between, about 22 and about 25 for the past month or so. We have this 9 printed here. I am anticipating a little bit of a pullback. I mean, we could just continue more to the upside, but I do think that we will see a bit of a pullback before Bitcoin breaks above the $25,250 level. This is a daily chart, which looks okay. Bitcoin has been able to hold this low over here of 21,379. This 50 DMA is also holding up Bitcoin as well. We saw a little bit of a pullback. And let's see if Bitcoin tries once again to break above that key level of resistance. The high of this candle right here is 25,248. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the 12-hour. 12-hour looks okay. It would be really interesting if we saw, it'd be bullish if we saw this green 2 trading above the green 1. The high of this candle right here is $23,984. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart looking good. It has made a higher high. So lower level time frames looking a little bit better here. I want to see Bitcoin break above on the hourly. The high of this candle, 23,984. Bit of a pullback. Let's see if there is more strength to the upside. Let's take a look here at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart trading sideways, not looking nearly as strong. Let's take a look here at the 5-minute. 5-minute is also trading a bit downwards as well. Ethereum sitting at 1653. We have gold sitting at 1838. BNB sitting at 302. Coinbase stock sitting at 6388. We have DOT sitting at 643. Link at 742. Across the board, we're seeing most coins up a few percentages. ZRX here up 30% on the day. A big spike here from, this is the 5-minute chart, from 26 cents up to 32 cents. I'm assuming there was some positive news that came out on that massive spike. And that's what you see frequently is altcoins sometimes just do their own thing off of really positive news and have these huge percentage gains. If you're holding the right one, that's great, but picking the right one and it taking off like that is much harder to do. XTZ sitting at 119. Let's go and take a look here at traditional stocks, which I haven't actually looked at today. Let's see here. So we have SPY sitting at 394. Let's take a look here at the daily chart. Daily chart is still actually holding that bullish posture. So let's go and take a look here at the hourly. The hourly is not looking all that hot. Looks like the Bitcoin hourly actually looks a bit stronger, I would say. Let's go ahead and take a look here at marijuana stocks. We have marijuana stocks that are down on the day, mostly right across the board, a few percentages. Tilray sitting at $2.76. Let's go and take a look here at Tesla. Tesla sitting at 201.33. Let's jump back over to traditional stocks. Let's go ahead and look at SPY. Let's look at that daily on SPY. So let's see, SPY has broken below that 50 DMA. And so when you take a look back over at Bitcoin, we know that Bitcoin is actually just sitting right above that 50 DMA. So is this a potential signal when it comes to seeing Bitcoin break down further? Will Bitcoin follow in the footsteps of that particular indicator right there? So staying patient, I'm not getting back in just quite yet. I want to see a bit more strength, would like to buy into more strength. So that is all that I have for you today. Also, if you'd like to book a 30-minute call with me, I have a link down below. I have just updated my month of March. So 30-minute call with me to ask me anything when it comes to Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, life in Puerto Rico. So all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.